Welcome to another fantastic episode of the weekly Rapp with Vachon and Rapp, and I'm Frank Rapp,
And I'm Matt Vachon.
and I'm tired, and I'm gay, and we're ready to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. We'll leave
I'm
that.
only one of those things.
Oh, all right. Well, it's probably the second one with me, so it's perfectly fine. Well, today's show is sponsored by Duncan today,
Yeah.
and our secondary sponsor is Blue Chew because Matt obviously used that a lot last night. So good for him. No, anyway, welcome. We're going to talk today about I don't know, wrestling and sports and some local wrestling that we need to talk about probably first because I'm famous now on Twitter. We are famous. Our show is famous on Twitter now.
Yeah.
So I posted that video of what I sent you on Twitter Saturday morning. And I tagged Limitless Wrestling, and then I tagged Dirty Dango, Anthony Green, and AC Romero.
Yeah.
Well, as of this morning at 9:35 this morning, I've gotten 7,316 views. I have gotten 9 comments, 15 retweets, and 80 likes.
Damn.
Okay. So the people that liked my video, some of them are Twitter verified. One is The Blade from AEW fame.
Yeah.
One is Sasha Banks from WWE fame.
Damn.
And of course, we have Dango liked it, and of course, Limitless Wrestling liked it. So, and of course, people from like the Main State Posse liked it. People like so it was very funny. Thought that was kind of amusing that something that I posted for 11 seconds has that many views, and some of the comments were kind of mean. Man, people are absolute asshats. It's so funny. Like they
people
call
saying mean things on Twitter.
Yeah. Outlaw Mud Show, like it's garbage, blah blah blah. They had to walk, basically walk over, so when he was able to jump, they said all this, it was garbage and blah blah blah. I'm just like, I didn't respond because it's
right. Yeah,
I put that on there because it was a cool thing. Basically what happened was Limitless ran a show in Herman. Again, basically it's about 10 minutes from my house. It was a really good show that he climbed up there, and we were all like, what the fuck is he doing? And then he climbed down, jumped off. It was cool. I thought it was cool seeing it in person. The people on Twitter are just fucking assholes. So but it's all good.
So did he actually like go up to the balcony?
They did like an injury thing, I guess. He ran off through like one of the side doors and then like was peeking through the curtain. So how they set it up was they threw all the heels outside. Anthony Green did a dive on top of them, and then fucking Ace Romero dove on top of them as well. He jumped over the top rope and dove on top of all of them. And then Dan goes up on the balcony, steps over, goes onto that little thing, and then jumps off. That's how they set it up.
Damn. Crazy.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
Amy Vachon was there. Amy Vachon was there.
Yeah.
With Kyle Meehan.
Yeah.
They were there. They talked to my dad forever because my dad stood up with them.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I went up and saw Dad at intermission. And then I was talking to Amy, and Amy was talking to my dad, and she was nice as can be. So,
yeah. I just met her once briefly, but
she's nice. Kyle's Kyle.
Yep.
Kyle said, "Oh, Frank was a good basketball player in high school. Nothing like you were." But I was like, "Oh, thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it."
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever saw me play, but it's fine.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Let's see. Alec Price beat Eddie Edwards.
Nice.
And that was a really good, that was a hard hitting match, like for real.
I like Alec Price. He's a good like dickhead heel.
Yeah, but he got a face. We cheered. He got a face cheer though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I think what they're setting up is Price beat Eddie at this show, and then next weekend he fights JT Dunn to be the number one contender for the title. So I'm assuming they're gonna do a face turn with Price
No shit.
I think how he got reacted, I think they should.
Yeah.
But his issue is he's so fucking skinny.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
But he's so good.
Yeah.
He's still green, but he's good.
Yeah.
I like his work. I think he's great.
Yeah.
You know, I just think he needs to add a little bit more weight. But who am I saying?
Yeah.
I'm a 275-pound fat guy. So I mean, whatever. That's gay. So that's twice now. So we'll see if we can get it in 3 times.
That's what he said.
Well, the way I look at it is, I'm married now.
Yeah.
Not getting anything, so I might as well just go gay. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Maybe I can meet one in Florida.
Yeah, right there. There you go.
Yeah, because next Sunday I'll be live from sunny Florida.
Yeah.
Doing the show live from a remote location.
Yeah.
We'll see how much that blows up. I don't know. We're gonna. Yeah. I don't know what we're gonna. I don't know. We'll see how much it blows up in my face, but we'll figure something out. So it'll be fun. Let's just say that because let's see what else happened. So how they? I don't know. I can't remember how they. Bison Rip Bison beat some Champ Matthews guy to open the show. These 2 guys that are basically called like the circus or whatever. I don't know. They lost to some 2 guys that were ginormously huge. One guy was huge.
Yeah,
he was like 6'5", 6'6". He was huge.
Yeah.
What else?
Was Anthony Green there? Or?
Yeah.
Because he was part of.
They were the main event. They fought the Prestigious, which is like Mac Daniels and 2 other fucking clowns. Mac Daniels is actually. His fiance is friends with all those, like Amy Vachon and all them. So that's how they go. And they go there and boo him out of the building. Like they're all screaming, booing him from the balcony. It was hilarious. They had a sign the last time they were there. They had a sign that said "Boo Champ, Boo Mac Daniels" or something like that. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. His girlfriend was on the card. Anthony Green's. She's a heel now.
Yeah.
She's a heel. She's a heel.
God damn.
I think they won. They lost. I can't remember. And then some chick beat some guy in like 31 seconds. So as you can think, our buddy was very thrilled about that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He was so happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the wrestler had his name Brad on his tights. It was pretty funny.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty funny. Yeah, and then Ava, whatever her name is, Ava Everett's the tag team partner. Right. His name was Ricky Smokes from Saugus, Massachusetts.
It's a good name because.
Oh yeah, they fought MSP. They lost. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Argo and Danger Kid, who I really don't like.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Local favorites.
Right, and then Alexander Lee fought Slade in a no anything goes match.
Yeah.
They had a barbed wire steel chair. They had thumbtacks. They both went through a couple doors. What else was that's pretty much door whatever. It was thumbtacks were everywhere. It was whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Scott got a thumbtack for me. I was gonna put on eBay, but I just threw it.
Nice.
I just threw it in the trash though. Figured it wasn't worth anything. It was all bent. It wasn't. There was no blood on it. I didn't think there was much value in it. So.
Was there any cool merch or anything?
No.
Yeah.
No. Really didn't look that hard, but when you walk in, they had some stuff, but nothing really. The person that I missed the most, Eric Johnson, wasn't there, and I was very disappointed in my $15 spent. He wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah. Where was he?
I don't know. He just wasn't. He wasn't on the show. He wasn't booked. Must have been busy doing something else.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure.
He's a local hero. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Local legend.
Local legend, Eric Johnson, who's been around for 20 something years.
Yeah. Still looks good.
Still looks good. Still, kicking in skulls.
Yep.
saving souls, kicking in skulls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever. And right now we have Miami and Jacksonville live at 9:30 on CBS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I have no idea what the fuck for, but it's on.
Miami's down there, 2 starting cornerbacks for the day. And
Yeah. Yeah, and Jacksonville's down their starting center and my
Yeah.
starting linebacker, Miles Jack, who has not done shit in the NFL because he sucks. So
Yeah.
yay. But Tua looks good, even though he's got cracked ribs so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's local wrestling, folks, at its finest.
Yeah.
If you want to go to Fresh Blood next Saturday night in Yarmouth, there's still plenty of seats available. There's about 80 tickets available. They must have said that about 30 times Friday night.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah, Fresh Blood, Yarmouth, Saturday night. Take the girlfriend down. Drive on down.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm sure she'd love that.
Yeah.
You guys should make it a date.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hey,
for
be like,
sure.
listen, bitch, you make me hike mountains, I'm making you go to wrestling. That's what you say. You say,
Yeah.
with all the love and respect I have for you, that's what you say.
Yeah. Yeah. With all due respect.
I found this on the web for how.
I love how Siri pops up right in the middle of my show. Didn't even say Siri. What a whore. Oh well, I guess I shouldn't have bought them.
Those cock rings you were looking for are now half price.
Well, I mean, everyone. Well, I mean, if I had sex, sure, but that doesn't happen. So, not even with dudes. So it's fine. As you can see, Matt is wearing his best shirt ever today. World's best grandma.
World's greatest grandma, and down on the bottom it says Georgia. I got this at a truck stop in Georgia years ago. So, yeah.
Was this while you were on tour with Howie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was at like a TNA down in Georgia, and they had a bunch of other great shirts. I got like this. It was like outmatched, outnumbered, something, outsmarted, divorced, Georgia. Like there's all these like Georgia. If mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Georgia. It was like all these random things. Yeah, but I was just like, yeah, I saw it and I was just like, yeah, I should get that. I like because the sleeves were cut off already. I didn't even cut the sleeves.
Oh,
they came like this, so I was like, oh yeah.
You got him to show off your guns because of all those
Yeah.
tattoos you got. That's why you got them. See that? I see. You're not. I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart guy.
I didn't even have the tattoos back then, but
Jesus, is that a state of Maine tattoo over there too?
sure is.
Oh my fucking
Where the
Christ!
Stour Brewer is.
Oh no!
Yeah.
All right. Well, this fucking show's over. That's it. We're done. Oh, Tua's running, and Tua slides. I don't know what a tool. We'll just get hit. Anyway, so wrestling. Let's talk AEW wrestling.
Okay.
Did you watch Rampage on Friday?
Not on Friday. Well, I watched half of it on Friday, half of it last night.
Did you watch the pre-in show or the buy-in show on YouTube?
No.
So Suzuki and Bryan Danielson had a match.
Yeah.
And it was a good match. And Suzuki chopped the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And Bryan beat him.
Why did they put that on the?
Because they were trying to go head to head with SmackDown.
Yeah.
Even though it really wasn't head to head.
Yeah.
Because SmackDown's on Fox and that was
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Tony Khan was saying how much they're going to destroy SmackDown in the ratings.
Yeah. Which it's like you can actually just go ahead and watch both because you can watch YouTube on your phone and have.
Yeah. and SmackDown was on FS1, if you remember, because the Red Sox game was on Fox, which we'll get into because now I'm the biggest Red Sox fan there is right now. So, because I fucking absolutely hate Houston with a passion. So,
yeah,
we'll talk about that later. Like, Houston can just die a miserable death. So,
I completely agree.
But yeah, no. So, what do you think of Rampage? Punk and Matt Sydal got a lot of time.
Yeah, and actually, and really, I think every week that Punk wrestles, he gets a little bit better. Or the rust. I'm not saying like better, but he's less rusty. He looks better.
Yeah,
Um, so I thought it was. I enjoyed it.
I thought it was good.
Yep.
I thought that was the best thing on the show.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And then after that, the show went in the shitter
yeah,
completely.
yeah,
The women's match was trash.
yeah,
The main event was worse than trash. It was
yeah,
a pile of cow dung.
yeah.
Um, I don't need to see American Top Team. I don't need to
Yeah,
see.
everyone's just tired of Dan Lambert coming out and yelling at everybody.
Yeah. Tired of Dan Lambert. Tired of Jericho.
Yeah.
Tired of the whole thing. There's
Yeah.
just it just hasn't clicked for me.
No.
I don't care that Junior Dos Santos basically had on boxing gloves more or less when he was out there. Like it
Yeah.
literally looked like he had gloves on. Like, and
Yeah.
those blue trunks did not do him well.
Well, the other thing, like for me, it's like it's like all these guys from UFC, and so it's like, I mean, it's different. You just know, like you see these guys like literally fucking like beat the piss out of people, and then fucking they come in and they're trying to do wrestling stuff, and it's like, no, you could kill these guys, like if if this was like a shoot fight, like
Well, if they sold it well and they were better actors, it'd be better story. Like remember
right.
when Lesnar left and then went to UFC and then came back?
Yeah.
He came back and it was like legit. Like
Yeah, right.
he made it look legit, even though we
Yeah.
both know it's fake and scripted and shit like that. We
Right,
get
yeah.
that, but at least he made it look good.
Right.
Like Junior Dos Santos didn't look anything look good on Friday night.
Right.
He looked like shit, and that's just lack of training.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he thought he could jump right in and like be like, okay, I'm the man. No, you're not.
You're not Kurt Angle.
No,
You can't just do that.
you're not Gable Steveson, dude.
No.
So, no. So the first part of Rampage A+, the rest of Rampage was like a D+ at best.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's pretty disappointing because I was expecting big things from that show and it just didn't work out. But anyway, on the buy-in show, Bobby Fish beat Lee Moriarty or whatever his name is. And that was pretty good. And then I fast forwarded the chick match.
Yeah.
Whatever. Call me an asshole. I don't care. So then we get into Dynamite, which I was 40 minutes late for. But I started it from the beginning, so I watched it. I fast forwarded some.
Yeah.
I thought that show was really good.
Yeah.
I
was
thought
happy to see FTR win.
Oh my god! So I don't see that threw me for a loop because I was like, so you don't give them the AEW titles, but you give them the AAA titles. So they're gonna go fight in Mexico now.
Yeah.
It was weird. That was weird.
Yeah.
They come out and they're that fake team, which I thought was absolutely hysterical. Anyway.
Yeah. Right.
And then they unmat, and I'm just like, oh man. And then Andrade gives Friedman money, and it was just hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought overall, I thought it was a good show.
Yep.
The main event I thought was good. Man, Brian and Fish can go.
Yeah. Right.
They can so go. Brian's so good.
Like, yeah, so good. Yeah.
People so underestimate that guy. That guy's been so good for a long time, and no one gives him any credit whatsoever. Like it's irritating.
Because he's been, his character was kind of stagnant like the last few years, like in WWE.
I like when he did the whole planet stuff though. That was kind of cool.
The what stuff?
He did he had that belt that was like eco-friendly or eco-friendly and shit like that. That was funny when he was heel because he was a dick and it was cool.
Yeah.
But he was still putting on hell of matches. Yeah, but I could see why. I mean, yes, the stuff gets kind of old after a while. I mean, because that's been going on since WrestleMania 30. So that's been going on a long time. So I can see how that gets, but his work hasn't really.
Yeah. Right.
Even though it probably should because of his issues, but he still takes a fucking beating.
Yeah.
Speaking of beatings, Moxley beat the shit out of Euler Wheaton.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I thought he was. I thought when he got dropped on his head, I thought he was paralyzed because he didn't move.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad.
That looked a little scary. I don't know
Yeah.
whose fault that was, but that did not look good.
Yeah.
So, um, whew.
Yeah.
The Super Click fought the Dork Order.
Yeah.
I mean, they did the spot where Reynolds and John there kissed Cole instead of the Bucks, which I thought was kind of amusing.
Yeah.
But that match was okay. Spot fest, typical.
Yeah.
The Bucks got their shit in. Cole got the victory, which I was happy about. So that made me happy. I like one person out of that 6-person crew or 8-person crew now. So.
Yeah.
Adam Cole gets a huge pop when he comes out, and the Bucks get literally nothing. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Not even a boo. They just get nothing. It's like silence.
Yeah. Everyone's just like,
oh fuck these guys again. Can they ever go off television?
Yeah.
The Cody Arn promo. That was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Called him Hollywood. Oh, thanks for showing up. Just priceless. This priceless stuff. Don't know what it's gonna do, but I mean,
yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a weird trajectory right now. Like I don't, because he's getting booed, and then I don't know. So, the company started. He was like, one of the most over people like in wrestling, and now it's like a.
Well, that's Tony Khan's fault.
Yeah.
That's all the stopping and starting with him. As soon as he lost that opportunity to Jericho, that was it. He was fucked.
Yeah.
But they couldn't give him the title because then, an EVP gets a title 3 months in. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They had to establish it first, and then they gave it to Moxley, which was smart. And then they gave it to Fuckface.
And it's like, people don't like, it seems like fans don't like it when guys go away, come back, go away, like when like Cena and stuff like that.
And Lesnar, perfect example of that.
Yeah. It's like either fucking be here or don't, but it's like I get he's got other shit going on. He's trying to set himself up for, after wrestling. So I get that from his perspective. But I'm saying it's like, as a fan, it's like, we want some of these. I don't know. I guess maybe it's also a balance of you don't want to force everybody, force the same people down your throat every week. But it's like some of these like top guys you want to see more frequently, not take off, come back, take off, come back.
Yeah. I mean,
people feel like they're less of a priority.
I mean, I don't care either way.
Yeah. Because
the way I look at it is I'm a fan no matter what. So like, if you want to be gone for a year to 6 months, cool. Good for you. Then somebody else can step up then. But the issue is no one stepped up in AEW because they're not given the chance. But if they're given the chance, then it gets taken away.
Yeah.
Like how many stops and starts have they done with Jungle Boy and fucking Darby and people like that?
Right.
Like just push these fucking guys to the fucking moon and see what happens. I mean, they're young, they can bounce back from this shit, but you keep stopping and starting this shit, like it gets kind of like, okay, I've kind of had enough of this and I'm gonna fucking boo them. Like kind of with Cody. Cody has stopped and started about at least 4 times since 2019. At least.
That's why, I'm hoping, like with Hangman, I hope they just continue to push.
Hangman's not winning that belt. No fucking way.
Yeah.
No way. Like, I'll say that now. No, there's no fuck. If Hangman wins over Bryan, then I'm gonna turn the shit off.
Yeah.
Because it shouldn't be that way. Hangman is not as over as the 3 guys that had the belt before him. Think about it. You had Jericho had it first, Moxley, then Omega. Now you're gonna give it to Hangman.
Yeah.
Who's been back 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna give it to someone that you're not gonna give it to Bryan, who's been feuding with the champion already.
Yeah.
So what? You're gonna make Bryan win the Eliminator champion, the Eliminator tournament in order to get another shot? Like, how is that even remotely fucking possible?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. But I don't know. What do you like? What do you think? Do you think Hangman wins the title in November? In like 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
No. but I think it's got to come off Omega.
Yeah, but who? If
I
it's
don't
not
know.
Hangman, is it Brian? Like, is
Yeah,
it?
well, I think that's. But then again, it's like Brian's only been in the company a month, but he's a known entity. He's
Right.
credibility with the belt, So it's like,
His credibility with the people,
yeah. Well,
now, the
that's what I
people.
mean,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So it's like it's not like he's been with the company a short time, but it's like he's like universally loved, pretty much. So,
Right.
So I think that's who you put it on next is Brian. But
Well, okay. Let's say this. Let's say they swerve us and they go with Hangman.
yeah,
How long does Hangman keep it for? Then who beats Hangman? Because you're not going to do Brian versus Hangman.
yeah, right.
I mean, they're already teasing Moxley versus Brian in that limited in the final. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, how's that going to go over? Like, really? Who's the heel? Who's the face? Are they going to turn Moxley heel?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll talk about that in a second. But Hangman did a promo, pretty good.
Yep.
Pretty good. It sets up. Just it's trying to build that story. You know what I mean? Like, they were friends, they were champions, and now they've gone their separate ways. And one of them has gone up here, and one of them is basically more or less plateaued here, but also went away and had a kid. So I mean, let's work that real life into the storyline because I want to hear all about that shit. Like, I don't care. Like, everyone has kids every day, man. Like, whatever.
Yeah. Literally
every day. Literally. Like we said, FTR won the AAA titles, which I have no idea what the fuck for. Don't know what that means. I know AEW and AAA have a working agreement. I mean, I'm sure that was agreed upon beforehand, but still, it's just like, okay, so you won't give them the AEW titles, but you give them these secondary titles. And no offense to anybody in AAA, I'm not saying that, but you know what I mean, though. Like, okay, so all right, I guess it makes sense. I really have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
So let's see. MJF cut a promo.
Yeah.
He is the modern day Tully Blanchard, and I quote that from John from Friday night. Hands down. Hands down.
Yeah.
And he's probably better.
I mean, at his age, yeah. So
he is so good on the mic. Sting comes out. Oh my god, it was great. He pushes Wardlow in the Sting. His Sting hits him with the bat, and then he takes off, and then he takes all his shit off, and then turns back around. Oh, classic heel stuff. He is the best heel in the business, hands down.
Oh yeah.
And Roman Reigns is a very, very, very distant second.
Yeah.
MJF is a head above heels everybody else, and it's not even close. It's not even a close second. Yeah. It's fantastic. I love it. So, what do you think about
like when at a televised event, a heel will go out and talk shit about whatever city they're in or whatever. And so, it's always like the same like dumb shit usually. But like MJ, the way he does it is fucking awesome. Like he digs a little deeper. So
like how he made fun of the fat guy with 3 chins in the audience. That was fantastic. That was totally off script too. That was totally
right.
That was great. And like you said about people shitting on, like Dan Lambert shit on Miami. Like that's just typical. That's just yes, that guy's got a stupid belt collection, as we both saw from that collector series, but he needs to go away. Like, just go away. Like, hopefully after Full Gear, they do like Inner Circle versus those fucking queers, and they can go away quietly, because it just doesn't work for me. Main event, we talked about Brian beat Fish, which was great, and then they did the Eliminator tournament. They announced the brackets. The brackets, okay? The brackets, mind you. So we'll talk about the brackets here in a second. Let me pull it up so on one side of the bracket, we have Preston number 10 Vance versus John Moxley. Okay. Orange Cassidy versus Powerhouse Hobbs, which is set for Rampage on Friday. So Hobbs beats Cassidy to fight Moxley in the semifinals on that one side. Then we get Bryan Danielson versus Dustin Rhodes, which is next Saturday night's Dynamite, which I will be at.
Yep.
And then Lance Archer versus Eddie Kingston. So we're going to have Bryan versus Archer, most likely.
Yeah.
Then we will get Moxley versus Bryan in the finals.
Yeah.
And then at that point, it's more or less a pick 'em.
Yeah.
Because they can go either way.
Yeah.
Because they're both looking at getting rematches for the titles that they've lost.
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong on that, you think?
No, that's right.
And then Friday night, they will reveal the TBS Women's Title Tournament bracket on Rampage, which no one cares about. Sorry, no disrespect. Next Friday's Rampage will be Britt Baker will fight Anna Jay for the women's title. Big deal.
Yeah.
Pac will fight Andrade, and then the Eliminator tournament will be Hobbs versus Cassidy. So far for Saturday Night Dynamite, we have Malachi Black versus Cody Rhodes 3.
Yeah.
And then Archer Kingston, Bryan versus Dustin.
Yeah.
Those 3 matches on that Dynamite aren't terrible.
No. They'll all be good. So.
And I get to see Cody. I get to see Bryan Danielson. I get to see Malachi Black. I get to see a bunch of people that I've never seen live before. So that's exciting for this fucking fat guy. So makes me happy.
You got the tickets already and everything?
No, I have not bought them yet. I gotta figure out who's going because there's been a change of plans. There might be Kayla and her husband aren't not going now. She can't get the time off of work like she originally thought because of Wayfair sales. And then I think there's a 50-50 possibility that Frank and Kathy could be going to Florida with us for a week.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. I asked them yesterday. Hopefully I'll find out the next day or two.
Yeah.
I said, hey, we got two plane tickets. Just pay Kayla $340 for the tickets and you guys can come down and have fun. Just relax for a week.
Yeah.
We have a pool. We have a hot tub. We have a fucking huge house. Come on down, hang out with us. Just have fun. You don't have to go to any parks or anything. Just come hang out and just have a good time and just get out of Maine for a week.
Yeah. It'd be fun, for to go to wrestling with him down there too.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, because he'd love it just as much as I would. So that's
right.
That's me being selfish as
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. I mean, right now, I can get tickets right now for $50, but they're like way up. It depends on who goes. I want to kind of sit as more not. There's gonna be like 5,000 people in that place right now, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. So but yeah, that's it looks like a pretty good show on paper. So it'd be interesting to see how they like do the commercial breaks where they go to commercial, like what they do in like inside, because at Raw's it's different, and they do some shit, they put shit on the Tron, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be cool how they do it.
Yeah,
I really hope Punk's there. It's I'd be cool to see him. I just I don't Jericho won't be there because he has his cruise the next weekend, which is fine. I don't need to see him anyway. So even though Dan Lambert's going to give his rebuttal next week, so if they accept the challenge or not, which we all know they will. So but that's AEW in a nutshell. Raw, whatever. SmackDown, whatever. Crown Jewels Thursday from Saudi Arabia at 1:00 on the WWE on Peacock. Yippee.
Did you? And then NXT 2.0.
Don't watch it because it sucks. I don't care about it. It's stupid. It's Vince and Bruce. Fuck off. They want to change Cameron Grimes, which is dumb. So it's just whatever. Did you watch your aunt on Dark Side of the Ring?
I did.
How would you? I haven't seen it yet. Was it any good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. They're all done really well.
Did she OD?
Yeah, a couple different prescription drugs. So, but yeah, she had years of hard living. I didn't realize that she was married to Gangrel.
Yeah, for a long time, right?
Yeah, for a little, So I I didn't get the invite to the wedding on that one, but it
Obviously.
was cool. It was cool to see all those people say my name, like say my last name on TV several times, but like Jericho reading my name and pronouncing it right.
There you go.
Yeah.
What was her relationship like? Did they say Gangrel and Luna? Was it a good one or was it volatile?
Well, I think she was just kind of like a volatile person. Like, she was like bipolar or whatever, so she was kind of, they said she was like the shyest, like nicest person like you'd ever meet, but also she could like flip a switch and just be this like, crazy person. But yeah, but it was, it was a good story, and sad too about her just like her just wanting to wrestle and actually being like a good wrestler, but them continuously just using her as a valet, and then having her lose to Sable, and who was, not a fucking wrestler, and all these things that were just like soul crushing experiences, like with their time with WWE. But yeah, it was pretty good.
They brought her in what, 93 to the WWF?
The first time, yeah, somewhere around there, yeah.
And then she wasn't there very long, right? And then she was gone
No, and then she was back like in 95 or 96 or something.
for a couple of years, and then she was gone again.
Yeah.
And then she never went to WCW, right?
No, she did ECW and WWE. Yeah, I don't think she ever did WCW.
When did she die? I can't remember.
2010, I think.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, same year as Canyon.
Yeah.
This has been a sad season so far.
Yeah. Well, they were all pretty nice.
What's
I
next?
can't remember what next week's is, but
Is next week's steroid trial?
Oh, maybe it's like that. That won't be so sad.
That'll be Vince
awesome.
fucking beat the federal people.
Yeah.
Beat the federal prosecution or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's always fascinated me, that one. Like, how did he get off?
Yeah. We'll find out.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember if that's next or what the next one is, but I mean, there's short seasons really. So
yeah. And well, they're only 45 minutes long too.
Yeah. And so we're already like 3/4 of the way done, like the first season probably. So
yeah. And it's hard to cover stuff in 45 minutes because you miss a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's why I like when they do like the extended ones, like, later on that are, an hour and a half or 2 hours, they just like, well, this was cut for time, but like when they did the Gino episode and like, I mean, half the shit they cut for time was like the shit I wanted to.
Yeah, it was gold.
Most about, the Paul Bosch stuff and everything, and
yeah, everyone thought he was Paul Bosch's kid.
Yeah,
then he wasn't. So
yeah. So,
so
that was
yeah.
So those. So I like when they do those extended episodes. But
yeah, and how his mom was living in fear for like 40 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Thought someone was gonna kill her.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh no one's gonna kill me now."
Yeah.
It's just and they never found out who did that either.
No. Never will, probably, at this point.
Kind of like Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who killed Tupac? Who killed Biggie?
Yeah.
Did Elvis really die?
Yeah. Well, that's what. Before Elvis died. Well, I mean, the dates were booked for after he died, but he was supposed to play in Portland.
Really?
Yeah, and so someone on Instagram posted a photo, like my friend Justin posted this photo that said it was like a picture of the Sheridan in Portland. It was like Elvis Presley, like whatever, August 27th in Portland, whatever, at the Sheridan. And I was like, yeah. And so I just responded back and I was like, I'd rather die on a toilet than stay at the Sheridan in Portland, Elvis Presley. So it's like, that's a t-shirt. So.
That should be a t-shirt. Go to Emerson and make that t-shirt right now.
Yeah.
I should just go on 1 hour teas and make it yourself.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Ryan will call you himself, be like, you can't make that. Why not? Why not?
Did Elvis really say that? I'm like, yeah, probably. Yeah,
Yeah, of course he did.
he did.
Of course he
Elvis.
said it. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, classic Elvis.
I mean, you knew him personally, so
Yeah, but I knew him very well.
yeah, you did. Were you even alive when Elvis died?
No, no, he died in like 77, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Wow, he was coming to Portland in 77. Wow.
Yeah, not too much longer before he died. They played in Augusta.
Really?
Yeah, so if you go to the Augusta Civic Center, it's got a big Elvis played here like plaque.
Oh, I don't pay attention.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, he had done that and then he's taking time off and then going back on the road. But Portland was one of the places. And so there was I don't know if they're still around, or last I knew, I think they were in Bucksport, but they were the Friars. They used to have a place downtown. They made like bread, and then they got into beer and stuff like that. But one of the Friars he worked for or either a catering company or something, but he was doing all like the food prep for Elvis. He was in charge of it. And so he said that they were already like starting to do different prep things when they got the call that was like, oh yeah, Elvis is dead. Shows off. So
Elvis is dead, shows off, eat all your food.
Yeah. So
take it home to your families.
Yeah.
Give it to the homeless.
Yeah.
No, we're not gonna do that.
No.
Fuck the homeless people.
Yeah, fuck them.
Anyway, speaking of fucking people, John Gruden got fucked by the NFL and the Raiders.
Yeah.
What a great segue that was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
If you're gonna look at everyone's personal email and personal shit, everybody's fucked.
Yeah.
Okay. This is typical cancel culture right now. But also I will say this. I'm not defending what he said. I don't really agree with some of the stuff he said, but still, he said it. It's not like he fucking murdered people like Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
It's not like he punched his girlfriend in a hotel elevator like Ray Rice.
Yeah.
It's not like he's had two women basically accuse him of raping them, Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
And it's not like Antonio Brown isn't a fucking cockhead and is still able to play football.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
John Gruden said words. These people actually did things and they were still allowed to play. Ray Rice, however, was suspended for a year and then never came back. But still, he was still
but even the Ray Rice situation was see, this is my big issue with the whole thing, is less about what was said, to who, whatever, but the whole fact that whenever the NFL does anything, they fuck it up. Like any type of like this investigation is on the Redskins,
right?
This is and they leak fucking everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, well, what the hell are you doing? It's like, so it's like, okay, yeah, he said all those things. He wasn't a coach at the time, it was 10 years ago, but it's like, who keeps leaking this information out there?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't like shit anybody. Yeah, if this is part of your investigation into the Redskins, and shouldn't you be keeping that information to yourself until you find whatever you're looking for? But that's the problem with the NFL. And with the Ray Rice situation, they were like, Goodell came out and said, well, we had only heard his side of the story. We hadn't seen the video or whatever. And then, after he made that comment, they were like, oh no, we've had this video for months and everybody's seen it, so.
Right. Kind of like remember Kareem Hunt too, when he punched his girlfriend in the hallway or whatever. And they had that film too and didn't do shit with that either.
Yeah. Yeah. So that, and so you go back and, to the Deflategate thing with Brady destroying his phone, and he destroys his phone every 6 months anyway. It's part of, like, he has a deal with whoever.
Mm-hmm.
I think he gets a new phone every 6 months, but so he always destroys the old one anyway. But even if that wasn't the case, like, why would you turn your cell phone over to them anyway?
No,
You know, with their history of leaking fucking everything.
no.
You know, if he had texts that he was like, you know, he had a bad game and he's texting his wife, you know, geez, fucking Bill, you know,
Mhm.
blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Or,
fuck this shit. You know.
Giselle sent nudes or something. You know, it's like the NFL is so bad.
Mhm.
They just leak everything. It's like, well, yeah, I wouldn't want them to have any of my personal information either, because they're just gonna fuck it up.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's Leak City. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and they are notorious for, like you said, fucking everything up. And
Yeah.
so you're telling me that you went through 650,000 emails and
Yeah.
you only leak these ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now the players union wants all the emails. No, fuck you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with you. This is them going after the Raiders and Mike Davis and John Gruden, because they don't like the Raiders. They've never liked the Raiders. Like, that's
they're mad they went to Vegas and didn't stay in Oakland.
Yeah, they were mad that they built that new stadium and blah blah blah. So we're gonna hurt them and we're gonna come out and do this.
Yeah.
You know, and Stephen A. I hate him with a passion, but he's like, yeah, Mark Davis said, because he went on and said the NFL's asked him someone asked him a question, what's your involvement in this? I don't know, ask the NFL or something along those lines, because he had no answers for nothing. So I mean, look, Gruden worked for ESPN at the time. Wasn't even in football. He was he was an analyst for Monday Night Football. So when you have Jamil Hill go on CNN and basically say that, you know, this is how the NFL is, blah blah blah. Well, sorry, Jamil Hill, the NFL is 60% African American and only 20% Caucasian.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that this is all in the NFL? Give me a fucking break.
Right.
This is one guy saying a bunch of shit to one of his friends in a fucking email chain.
Yeah.
And you know what? They don't want to go through my shit. They don't want to go through your shit because there's shit on our shit that people want. You know what I mean? Like, look at the fucking, if you go into my things with shit with my wife with like images and stuff, you're not going to want to see that shit. I don't want people to see that stuff. I'll destroy my shit too.
Yeah.
You know, fuck you. You're not getting my shit. That's my stuff. Like, that's not yours. If it was if that was a company phone, that's a different story.
Well, right. Exactly. Right.
But this is personal emails between two friends. That got leaked because they're investigating Washington football as a fucking trash organization and a trash place to work. But you only leak these certain emails to make a fucking point. What has Daniel Snyder said in all these fucking emails? What about everybody else that's fucking worked there for the last 20 years or whatever? Daniel Snyder's a fucking pedophile.
They're going right over all the stuff about, the nude photos of the cheerleaders that that they were sending around, all these different things that it's like, why are you leaking this and not, when there's it just seems like I don't know, it's just stupid to me. I don't know.
The whole thing,
I just hate the NFL, like how it's run. The NFL
the whole thing is just
sucks.
And then basically Gruden resigned, and then my dad made a good point. Well, how much money does he get from resigning? I said, well, Davis is probably, well, I'll give you this just to go away.
Oh yeah.
Here's like $10 million. Here's a check for $10 million. Just get the fuck out of here. Like, because apparently they met for hours, and it was very emotional. It was very, because he was trying to get Gruden for like 7 years. I mean,
that's what he signed him to, a 10-year, like $100 million deal. It's like,
and he was what, 3-4 years in or whatever. And then like they're trashing on Gruden for all his fucking stuff, and I'm just like, good God, people, this is what the media does. As soon as someone's down, they trash on them. And speaking of people that are getting trashed on, how about Kyrie?
Oh yeah. Well, he did that thing where he he went on, like, I don't know if it was like Facebook Live or Instagram Live.
Live.
And and he went on and just basically like didn't make a lot of sense to like some of the stuff he was saying, and he was like, well, and then he was like, well, I'm not I'm not anti-vaccine. He goes, I just want to be the voice for the voiceless, like type thing. And it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, sorry, dude. You're not CM Punk from 2011. So
Yeah, it's like, wait. So if you're not anti, then why don't you just like get? You're taking you're taking a stand for. It's like, no, it's just stop.
and I quote a famous friend of ours: Kyrie is a bitch.
Yeah, yeah,
100%.
yeah,
Here's the deal. So if I'm making 20 to 25 million dollars a year, shoot me whatever the fuck you want to shoot me with.
exactly. Yeah,
Whether it's right, wrong, indifferent,
Yep.
you don't agree with it or not. If you're making that much money a year, put whatever in me. I don't fucking care.
right.
Like
And
whatever.
as an athlete, your window is so small.
Yeah.
Make this money.
Yeah. And ever since Kyrie left Cleveland, he's been a train wreck.
Oh yeah.
100% train wreck.
Yeah.
He was a train wreck in Boston. He's been nothing but a train wreck since he's been in Brooklyn.
Yep.
He's in and out of the lineup. He's going to friggin' Zoom meetings, and when he's supposed to play for Brooklyn, he's taking time off because he's got stuff going on.
Yeah.
The guy's a nut.
Yeah.
The problem with Kyrie is Kyrie. It's not but Kyrie makes it about everybody else.
Right.
Kyrie is a hypocritical son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And it's woe is me, and I'll blame all my problems and everybody else, and I will never blame myself.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
And he's an entitled athlete.
Yep.
As well. So you got everybody, all my problems, everybody else's problems, and I'm an entitled athlete. He's a fucking nut job. So,
yeah.
I would love to be in Kyrie's shoes and have all his money, and then say I have all these fucking problems when you probably don't have anything.
Yeah.
I think Kyrie doesn't want to play basketball.
Yeah, well, that's what I think too. It's like I think it's one of those things where he's good at basketball and he knows he's good at basketball, but it's like it's not what he wants to do. He's not interested in it. So
well, he's what, 30?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
His this shit's wheeling down here. Like
yeah.
You need to play and make some money, like so you can save some money for when you become like 39 and 40 when you're not playing. Like you're still a nut job, still, you know what I mean? Like so you had Jamil Hill on CNN bashing the NFL and Gruden about that, and then she's on CNN, and then she's bashing Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
And she's so far left, it's not even funny. But yeah, she goes on and does all this shit, and then I'm like, okay, all right, wouldn't you be behind him because he's a person of color as well? But no, she hung him out to dry. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So you're totally left one way, then you totally go right the other. Oh, okay, sure. You make all kinds of sense because she's so credible to have on CNN.
Well, right. Well, that's
because CNN's such a credible, organization. They're top shelf. So,
Yeah.
Just yeah. Oh, hey CNN, how you like your president now? Like, fuck off. Like, for real. So like, look, I'm gonna say this right now. So like, you see, I got Duncan, right? So like, the one on Union Street has been temporarily closed for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I have no idea why. I'm assuming they can't get people to work there.
Yeah.
The one on Hogan Road, their lobby's closed, and they're closed by like 4 o'clock because they can't get people to work there. That's what I'm thinking. Because every time I end up by the Hogan Road around like 4 or 5 o'clock, it's closed.
Yeah.
That place is usually hop until like 8 or 9 o'clock, and it's closed.
Yeah.
So people don't want to work. Thanks, Biden.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just keep raising fucking gas prices. Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah. Right.
Speaking of people that can fuck off, Houston can fuck off. Fuck you, Dusty Baker. Fuck you, Altuve and Correa. Fuck off. Yeah. I was game one, I was so excited, and then my excitement went out the window. And then last night, man, 2 grand slams in 2 innings. Yeah. I was like the biggest Red Sox fan there was.
Like, I didn't watch any of the game, but I didn't watch any of the game. I just I looked at my phone. It was after night one. I got like so worked up about it that I was like, fuck that. I was so pissed. I was like, I know Houston's cheating. I was like, I don't know how, but I know they're fucking cheating. Like still. And so I was like so mad about it. And then so last night I was like, oh shit, they won. Sweet. And then I saw the 2 grand slams, and I was like, oh, that's working.
Yeah, JD Martinez went opposite field grand slam, and then Devers friggin' yanked one down the line. And I was so excited. I was so happy. They beat him 9-5. I'm gonna go out and buy a Red Sox hat now and a T-shirt. I'm gonna be the biggest Red Sox fan there is. Maybe I converted myself from the dark side to the Red Sox side. Maybe. Because secretly, like, I like the Bruins too. I think the Bruins are gonna be pretty good this year.
Yeah.
They won last night.
Yeah, and Swayman, the former UMaine goalie, got the season start. So that
I was shocked about.
Yeah.
Because I thought they were gonna do that guy they got from Buffalo there, whatever his last name is there. I can't pronounce it, but they paid him some cash.
Yeah.
And he's not starting. I was like, what the fuck is this about?
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. I mean, look, I hope Boston does well. Secretly, I kind of hope the Flyers do well too, just because I'm a Philly guy. But like, I kind of like the Bruins, and I kind of like the Red Sox now because I hate Houston so fucking bad. So
yeah.
And I really hope the Red Sox win the World Series. And I'll say that now. I think it would be the biggest story of baseball if the Red Sox won the World Series this year.
Yeah.
The Braves beat the Dodgers and then on a walk-off last night. So that's kind of exciting because I don't really like the Dodgers that much. Because they kind of won kind of cheaply the other night on Thursday. Check swing, strikeout on the third strike. I was like, I don't think he went, but I'm not an umpire. It's not reviewable, even though most likely should be reviewable, but it's not. My Eagles laid an egg Thursday night. They lost to Tom Brady and the Bucks, even though they came roaring back. It was close, but Brady and the running game just ran all over them. Fournette's a beast.
Yeah.
If I was a betting man and I would have bet the under, I would have won a lot of money, but I don't have a lot of money to bet with, so I didn't bet. So,
I mean, and then hours after the game, Ertz traded to
Arizona Friday morning. Ertz to Arizona for a 5th round pick and a cornerback I never heard of before.
Yeah.
But you know what? They put him out Thursday night. He had 4 catches and a touchdown. He looked really good.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that Zach Ertz is worth a 5th round pick and a cornerback, and Stephon Gilmore is worth a 6th round pick in 2023? Way to go, Bill Parcells. Bill Belichick. Way to go.
Yeah.
I don't have. Sure, because I think Stephon Gilmore is far and away a better NFL player than Zach Ertz is. But I'm an Eagle guy, but still, But you only get a 6th round pick for him in 2 years. Yeah. And the Eagles got a 5th and a cornerback for Ertz.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Ertz goes to a fucking loaded fucking Cardinals team.
Yeah.
That's going to definitely help my fantasy football team for sure. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's, somebody, had the thing. It was like, went to bed 2-4, woke up 5-0.
Yeah. Yeah. And it also helps out Dallas Goedert too, because now that's not lingering over his shoulder anymore. Now he can be the man.
Yeah, and I mean, really, how many years left did Ertz have anyway?
Well, he's 30. He's a tight end. So what? 3.
He's been banged up the last few years. Up.
He has been, but now he goes to a team that just wants to air it out all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Kyler Murray's looked fantastic this year, but I mean, so is Lamar Jackson. I mean, that game Monday night was fucking insane. Yeah. Down 19, they come roaring back. I mean, shit. Right now, if the season ended right now, the Eagles would have picks 5 and 6 in the draft because they have Miami's pick and they have their own pick. And if Wentz plays 75% of the snaps, they get Indianapolis's pick too, which right now I think is pick 10 or 11.
Yeah,
dude, we could be serious. Yeah, the Eagles are sitting pretty right now, but. Here's what I think is going to happen. They're going to trade for Watson or Wilson in the offseason.
Yeah.
Or maybe Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Even though I think Hurts is good. I don't know if Hurts is the man, though. I think Hurts is decent. But Hurts has only had like 11 starts in the NFL. So, I mean, but his ceiling's so high. I mean, he ran for 2 touchdowns and threw for 1. And that hasn't been done in the NFL in years. So
like he's a super talented kid, but his sample size, it's like you don't.
So it's been so small. Yeah. So, I mean, I would love to see Russell Wilson in Philly myself, but that's just me.
Sure. I mean, who wouldn't?
I mean, fuck Deshaun Watson. I think he's done. But
Yeah.
that's another guy. You got Deshaun Watson, who is in trouble, but he's still on an active roster. But yeah,
Yep.
John Gruden's gone. Like it, I don't mean to go back to that, but it's irritating. So
Yeah.
and I won't really say what I'm thinking because I'll say it when we don't record because I'll get myself sued in probably 10 years, which I probably will from last week's episode too when I shitted on my brother-in-law. But we won't do that this week. So I mean, it's just it's mind-boggling too. It's just mind-boggling to me. That's all. So
Yeah.
it doesn't make much sense.
No.
So right now, live update: Miami's up 10-3 in the second quarter.
Damn.
And they're driving. And it's 4th and 2, and they're going for it.
Yeah.
Jacksonville looks like absolute shit so far.
It's so weird.
Can't imagine why. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe you didn't go grind on a chick last night before the game or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grandpa Urban Meyer grinding on.
I loved like how many people came out like just shitting on him. They're like, yeah, what you don't leave your team, you don't pull the shit he did.
Right. True.
Hello?
No, you're still here.
Well, yeah. So people are just, they're like, could you ever see like, they're like, could you imagine somebody like, Belichick or whatever, like after a loss, be like, yeah, okay. I'll see you guys next week sometime.
Yeah.
I got shit to do.
Imagine Andy Reid doing that.
Yeah. It's like, no, it's like you always fly back with your team, like regardless. And then, if you want to go do your own shit, talk to Shad Khan. But he's like, after a loss, look at all these other coaches that after a loss, they're like, okay, they're looking at film as soon as they get back and staying up all night trying to figure out what the fuck went wrong and everything. I mean, he's just still in that like college atmosphere where it's like
party central
that recruited the best athletes. So
yeah, Miami's first and goal from the 10 right now. They went for it on 4th and 2 and picked up like 20 yards.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Jacksonville's terrible.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch though.
Yeah.
Because Trevor Lawrence is such a little bitch too.
Yeah. Beautiful hair though.
Fuck his hair. I had beautiful hair once. I just choose to shave it off.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of receding here and here. So it's just time.
Yeah. Right. Mine's kind of receding here.
Yeah, it is. It is. Time for you just to shave it all off.
Oh yeah.
You should just join the ball club. Just shave it all off. Fuck it.
Yeah.
just be cool like me and shave your head.
Yeah. Well, it's because I used to always kind of grow it a little longer.
You did. You were like the George Costanza of
yeah.
my times.
And but it's like it was like years ago where now my probably my future father-in-law was like because he keeps his head like shaved too because he has a similar hairline, and he just was like, this is probably 10 years ago. He was like, let it go. It's gone. It's not coming back. Let it go.
Let it go, man. Let it go.
I was like, yeah, true.
Yeah, just be like Elsa, man. Let it go.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's
what you need to do. She was a great lady, that Elsa.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So. All right. Anything else?
That's about it.
Okay. So next week I'll be in Florida.
Yeah.
We'll be doing this show. I'll be tired as fuck from going to like 30 hours of Dynamite. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be worth it.
Yeah.
We'll talk all week, and then let you know when I get to Florida at like 10:30 Friday night. And be like, hey, I'm here. You're having sex, and I'm in Florida. Good for you. Yay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
cool, man.
That's our show. We're out of here. And thanks for watching, and thanks for making us famous on Twitter for me posting that Outlaw Mud Show video about Dirty Dango jumping off a balcony in Herman. So thanks a lot, folks. All right, we're out. Peace.
Yeah.